Good morning, school. Welcome to episode 98 of the School of Shred. This is this show that's designed to help you shred your old and make better your new. Welcome to episode 98. We're almost at 100. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pretty crazy, huh? It's been a lot of time. We spent a lot of time together here in these offices or wherever you're at, wherever you listen to the show, in your car, on the golf course, on Facebook, wherever you listen to this. We've spent a lot of time together here on the last 98 episodes. And we're going to keep going. We're going to do 98 more for sure. You can be damn sure of that. Welcome to today. Welcome to a equipment episode. We're going to talk about the best fitness tools today on this one. Before we get into that and some tools that might help assist you in better health and fitness. There we go. We got the flex emojis in the comments. Flex emojis in the comments. We like them. We like them. Flex the muscles. Get them burning. Give me some fire. Give me some biceps. Let's get it going. Wake them up. The show's here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Tomorrow we have a Q&A. So ask any questions you have today, and I can answer them tomorrow and for the greater good. All right. Now, remember, being part of Shred Nation is a full contact participation event. So I need your participation. I need your questions. I need your bicep flexes in the comments, and let's get rolling. So what's the best fitness tool? There's a lot of great fitness tools out there. Now this one, I've had episodes in the past where I've kind of baited you, and it's like, what is it? What's the best tool? And it's like the mind, the heart. No, we're actually going to talk about actual tools, actual equipment today, and some things that you could leverage and utilize to help you track fitness, your results, and and things that help you, things that have helped me and my clients. So the first thing is the most important thing that I have found. The best fitness tool is, you got to wait till the end. I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm just kidding. Is a step tracker. A step tracker. Yeah, a step tracker. This is a game changer for my clients and myself, because a lot of people want to know how much cardio to do. And this can be a bit arbitrary, like the cardio thing. Like, oh, just do 30 minutes a day, do 30 minutes 3 times a week. When you start implementing a fitness tracker or a step tracker into your day, you can create goals, a non-negotiable goal. Like you can have 7,500 steps a day or 10,000 steps a day. And you have that you make that a non-negotiable. Okay. You make a promise to yourself that every day you're going to get that come hell or high water. Now, this opens up the options to be able to go run the 10,000 steps, or go for a run and knock out 5,000 of them if you want, or to just walk them throughout the day to leverage your day. Okay. So you have a few different scenarios to hit your step count. And this is why I love the steps. This is why I feel that this is the best fitness tool, is a step tracker. Because we have exercise calories that we burn. We have the thermic effect of food, which is how many calories our body burns just trying to digest, absorb, and assimilate the nutrients that we eat. And then we have our basal metabolic rate, which is the calories we'd burn if we were just at rest all day. And then we have this fourth guy, the NEAT. Okay, we've talked about that before. The non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This would be a step tracker, okay? Because steps are going to go up if you have a watch on or something in a tracker. They're going to go up if you're doing yard work and you're moving around. I got 5,000 steps one day, and it was about an hour and 20 minutes of I was rearranging the downstairs storage room that we have, and that got me a ton of steps just doing that. Okay. And that was I wasn't really stepping. I was in a small little room, kind of like my office here, but I was setting shelves up. I was like rearranging things. So this is what I'm saying. When I say steps, I don't mean you actually have to go like step, right? It's just general movement. It's the movement that we might not think of as exercise. It's the everyday movement. I want to say passive movement as opposed to active, but I mean, that's not really the right word, but I think you get where I'm going with this, where it's not the sweaty calories, right? But this has been shown to play a much bigger effect on overall caloric burn throughout the day, because it happens throughout the day, as opposed to going for a huge run and then being a couch potato the next 23 hours. You go run for an hour and then you're basically chilling the rest of the day. This right here, if you think about your steps, maybe you don't want to run today. So maybe you go, hey, well, I got 10,000 steps I got to get. So I got to do a couple walks. That's great. There's a lot of cognitive benefits that you might notice from that. I know I sure do. Just getting up and getting the body moving, or like knocking out some push-ups or something like that. This is getting that non-exercise calories up. And so the step tracker is the best fitness tool, in my opinion, because of that. Because what it helps you do is gauge your overall output throughout the day, other than the exercise calories that you have. Because I've had it happen before where I've dieted too hard and my body was really fighting me, and I would caffeinate enough to be able to go get the exercise session in, but then I'd be wanting to sit on the couch the rest of the day. And it would take a pep talk to go take a piss. You know, you don't want that. You want to get up frequently. It gives you energy. I sure noticed that myself. When I get up and I go for a short walk, even if it's around the block to do a social media post, if I just go walk around the block, it gets the blood moving. It actually produces energy. And so a step tracker is fundamental. It's great. Making it a non-negotiable will really, really help. And this way you don't have to actually think about, oh, what kind of cardio am I doing? Now, there's benefits to doing a high output cardio, a high effort cardio, you know, a glycolytic type sprinting session or jogging session. That's great. But there's also a lot of merit to doing these lower intensity walks, these aerobic type sessions. So, and when you have a step count, you know, you might find that some days you run it because you want to get it done, and then some days you don't. Maybe some days you walk it throughout the day. So anyway, it's kind of to simplify it, you know, you might have one scenario where you go for 3 short walks a day, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you're moving every couple hours, and then maybe you park in the back of the parking lot, you know, when you go to the store. That's going to get you some extra steps. You just start looking for all these ways to build in fitness into your day, which is really cool. But then on the other scenario, maybe you're crammed for time that day, and so you just go for a run and you just knock it out. But you got those steps. You still got those steps in. So that's why I feel that it's the best step tracker. Now, or the best fitness tool. Now, when it comes to step tracker, there's a lot of brands. I have a Suunto Ambit Pro, which is dope. I love it. It has a really good navigation system. Like if you were out in the wilderness and stuff like that, it navigates for you. You can start from a spot, and then it uses a compass to get you back to where you need to be, so you don't get lost. But there's also Polar, there's Fitbit, there's Apple Watch, there's the Oura Ring, which is really cool. And this leads into another good fitness tool, and there's a few of them that I want to share with you. So Steps is the one that I feel like is the most important. I feel like it's the most beneficial for the general public because it just gets you in touch with your daily calories that you're burning. The next one is a heart rate monitor. They usually come with a step tracker. Like there's not really any just step trackers anymore, just heart rate monitors. And if you're going to go make that purchase, just try to make sure you get something that does both. It comes with a heart rate strap. I prefer a strap. I've tested having like a Polar heart rate monitor on, and then also having a Fitbit that was just trying to take my pulse through my wrist, and it was way off. It was way off. So I like the strap for this reason. It's the reason that I have the watch that I do, because it will track my steps. But if I want to do a workout, I can put the chest strap on, and then it's also doing a very accurate calculation of what my heart rate is during the exercise. So you have a step tracker, you got the heart rate monitor. The next tool that I think is really good is a blood glucose monitor, or something that does blood glucose, and it also does ketones. Okay, ketones. So you can test your blood chemistry and basically see what kind of energy and fuel you're burning. You can see if you're waking up with higher fasting glucose numbers. You can start to rework your program based off of that. I eat high fat, low carb, and if I eat too close to bed, I've found that I wake up with really high fasting glucose numbers, which is really interesting to me because calories can be the same in a 24-hour timeline, but if I eat them too close to bed, there's something that happens when I'm sleeping where my body is not burning off those the glucose. And whereas if I eat 2 to 3 hours before bed, then it clears it out, and then I have good normal glucose numbers from the same types of food because I typically eat meat and vegetables. So I found that to be interesting recently, and this is why I think these are good, because you can learn a heck of a lot about the foods you're eating if you have a blood glucose monitor. This is something I really get into with my clients. I like to get them testing this stuff because, it is said right now that 114 million people out of 328 million in this country have diabetes or pre-diabetes, which would mean a fasting glucose reading of over 100. And so, as a nutrition coach, I like to look into that number. And you can do this stuff from home. You just prick your finger. You got to get the little needle out, prick your finger, and then test it. And then just jot that down. There's some cool apps that you can get for your smartphone that you can just keep track of it. And in addition to blood glucose or ketones, if you want to do ketosis, get something that can do both. So if you ever want to go back and forth, you can test ketones or blood sugar. You don't have to buy a whole separate monitor. But the last one here that I want to say is a blood pressure monitor. So I have this guy right here for people who are watching, this small little device. And this is a great one that I like to test every morning as well. So I run my vitals every morning. And so this cool little thing, you just put the cuff on, you hit go, and this guy is awesome. It's totally automated. I can't remember how much this was. I got it from an electronics store. This was a total impulse buy, but I'm really happy that I did do it. But anyway, so you can take that as well, so you can see what your blood pressure is, because hypertension is the silent killer. So this is great. And again, these numbers tend to be higher if I don't get enough sleep. If I'm just generally stressed out. And so it's a good thing to look at, because when you look at that, you can start to analyze and start to make tweaks. For me, if blood pressure's high, what I do is I start drinking more water. I try to walk more. I try to not do super high intensity exercise, and I try to meditate and try and just bring myself into a parasympathetic rest and digestive state, and to try and get rid of the high blood pressure. So that's another good one. So tracking steps, tracking heart rate for your workouts, tracking your blood glucose. Okay, getting a blood glucose monitor and a ketone monitor, and then your blood pressure monitors. Those can all be great things and great tools that can help provide you with some good metrics of where your health is at on a day-to-day basis, and really help you make a change. The first two that I listed off, being the step tracker and the heart rate monitor, that's for the exercise portion. And then for the overall health component, nutritional component, you can look at blood glucose monitoring and blood pressure. This is all great stuff that you can do from home. It's non-invasive stuff. You don't have to have a professional administer any of this. You can learn how to do it on your own, and it's great. But again, back to the step tracker. I like the flexibility that gives you. If you need to get 10K a day, you can walk it, run it, crawl it, whatever you want to do. So anyway, that's the best fitness tool that I can think of right now at this day and age. I'm sure in a year, I'm going to look back and go, nope, that wasn't the best tool. There's probably a different one, because I tend to do that. I tend to look back on the things I say a year later and go, oh man, why did I say that? But that means you're growing, right? So no, but I think the step thing is going to always be important. The cool thing to see about steps kind of making a comeback here, and people wanting to count them are becoming popular. The step tracking is because it's getting us in touch with our overall daily activity, as opposed to just working out. Working out is so important. It's so special. It's so amazing. But what we also want to look at is being active people, right? There's a difference between a lot of exercise and then just being generally active. Being generally active is really kind of what we think about when we start going to the gym again and trying to get healthy, is that, hey, I want to be able to knock out yard work, be productive, play with my kids, go for a walk, have energy, go for a hike. That's all stuff that doesn't really fall underneath the canopy of exercise specific stuff. It's just activity, living an active lifestyle. And I'm here to tell you that active lifestyle is a lifestyle of abundance and energy, and it feels good every day, and you have energy, and you're motivated. So, get the steps up. So that's it. That's episode 98. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. for our Q&A Friday, and maybe even Hawaiian Shirt Day in the doom and gloom here in the Seattle area. Bringing you some Hawaiian vibes tomorrow. All right. With that, I want you to stay strong and healthy in body, stay relentless and energized in spirit, and stay determined in your pursuits. That spells shred, and I'll go shred the day and get better in every way. Until next time, class is dismissed.